Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Tales from the Yawning Portal, where a bunch of nebulous guys stare at the camera and play Dungeons and Dragons. I'm Fausto, I'll be your DM for tonight, and these are our players. Ben!
I will be playing Brock, Adamantite, the greatest artisan in the cosmos.
Kevin!
And tonight I will be playing Yinken, the Circle of Dreams Druid.
Stan!
I'll be playing Tarlin, the Drow Warlock.
And somewhere, lost in the shadows, there should be Eric, who usually plays Alexander, the weird ranger rogue, but he's not here, and I don't know why. Do you know why? Send us a message in the chat if you know why. It's just
If you
not
find him, send him our way.
If you find him, yes, send him our way. Tell him we have level 20 shit to do here.
And we need him.
Yeah,
I
we
love
need
that
you.
description.
We need you, man.
We have level
need
20
you.
shit to do.
We have level 20 shit to do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of shit.
Yeah, that's epic shit. All right, so, where were we last time? If I remember correctly, we had just destroyed a beholder and his beholderish friends in Faroon, in their lair, and then the whole lair came crashing down, and we rapidly plane shifted away from danger and back to your fortress next to Fortitude, the city of the Outlands. And basically, that's where we left. I mean, we had an idea why we were killing the Beholders, probably to make a favor to Brock's siblings.
To free them.
Yeah, to free them, from the control of this Beholder mastermind. But let's say that what happens next, we still don't know. Now the Beholder is gone. You went away to your Clockwork Fortress. Wait a second. I actually have a thing for you guys here.
Ah.
This is your Clockwork Fortress that you acquired with a wish. Here we are.
Third?
Yes. So basically, there is a part here where there is the letter A, which is like the fortress stuff, and then the other levels are made of these clockwork rooms. And yes, they turn.
Sweet.
Hey, that's a
Yeah.
forge. Yes, that's.
There is also a forge. Yeah, of course. I mean, there must be a forge somewhere. And yeah, so you have a clockwork fortress. I knew I saw it somewhere. I had to give it to you. So okay, then I guess that's where you are now, in your fortress. And I see that you have some Azer servants there, because that's the way it is.
Oh, okay.
Sure. I mean, if you want them, if you want them.
Yeah, sure. Let's pretend we planar bound them into our service.
Yes. What did you do? You planar bind it?
Planar binding.
All right. Well, if that's what it is, that's what it is. Okay, and actually, when you one of your Azer servants, if I have some Azers here. Gazer? No, Azer. Of course, I have Azers. Okay, so one of the Azers, he comes to you, and he goes like, "Good sirs, you have a visitor."
Hi. We do.
Yes, he's in the moat.
In the moat.
The moat.
Yes, he's swimming.
Okay. I'll go meet him. Where is he? Oh, where in the moat do you see?
I'll go to the drawbridge.
Well, I kind of knew it was gonna be.
What is it?
And then you see that like jumping out like a dolphin from the water.
Does it say?
Good friends. It's been a while.
It is. You found your way here, I see.
Yes, I did. Poseidon set me on the right path. Because he felt, and I felt, and Wave felt, and he shakes his trident, that the time is nearing. Is it not?
It is indeed. We've just got to go and do 3 particular errands.
All right. I guess. What are these errands?
Well, I've got to go grab my siblings and bring them here. That's pretty simple because we've also got to teleport back a couple of guys. And then you haven't really met my my new and devoted follower, Thardak Goldroot.
Thardik, you say? No,
Yep.
I don't know. I'd never met him.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Never met him. But he might know of a forge so great that I can meld this and this into one super weapon.
I see. Would not that mess up with the magical power of your legendary hammer?
They would
What do I
become
know
one.
about this shit? I'm a barbarian. I mean,
I would reach my final form, which we're going to need in the final battle.
and I guess your power will be over 9,000 when you do that.
And just you wait, it's probably not even his final form.
No, exactly.
We'll see.
Well then, what are we waiting for?
Well, a long rest, really. We're kind of.
Oh well, yeah.
What
That
are we
was
waiting
very-
for? A long
that-
rest.
That was very considerate of you to have a moat full of water around your fortress.
Yes, it was,
Thank you.
wasn't it?
Yeah, we weren't even aware of it.
What?
Yeah, this is the first time we visited. It's weird that the Azers seem to treat us like they know us.
Well, yeah. Weird things do happen around you, I guess.
Probably part of the magic.
It's magic.
I don't know. Azers fine by me. They can't do shit to me. Immune to fire.
Well, we have a deed that was created or handed to us by a wish spell who knows that the Azers wouldn't be aware of who we are.
You had a wish, and you spent on a fortress?
Yes.
Oh well, I guess there are worse ways to use a wish.
Oh, you probably would have filled it with maidens, I know, but still.
Is one, you know, is one of those Azers a cook?
A cook?
Yeah, like can cook?
Let's have
It's a good
Is there
question. I'd
food?
imagine they know barbecue pretty well.
Well, yeah. I mean, we could put some fish in some kind of like metal box and put it on the barbecue, and you know, we could do that.
Yes.
All right then. So Zalas is here. Probably since yeah. I mean, what's your plan now?
The
Clearly,
plan
you will
now-
have your long rest. So let's say in the morning. Now there are other floors to this. Do I have all the floors here?
I believe so. Oh, I don't know if you have all of them. but-
Yeah, I think I'm missing FG. Yeah, like there's another floor, but I mean we don't need them right now. So you can all meet in the morning in the inner ward. That's probably where the table is or something. And actually, you also have still Broden, I think, with you, right?
Yeah, so my idea is he can be sent back at the same time as if I open up a portal basically close to my
So
sibling.
no, wait. Who was Broden? He was the guy that you unpetrified, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the statue.
Yeah, he was a statue. Okay, yeah. When he sees this fortress, both he and Tardek, they're like, this is wonderful craftsmanship. How did you achieve this?
We wished
Classic.
for it.
Look, the rooms are moving around. Like clockwork.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is amazing.
Well, if you change your mind about going home, you can always stay.
It must have been created by future Brock.
Well, I mean, if you need a Castellan or something, I could do that.
Oh, you don't want to go back?
Back to what? How long have I been petrified? Maybe years.
You're not from Mirabar?
I am from Mirror, yes.
What year was it when you were petrified?
He tells you something like, I don't know, 12 years before.
Well, it's up to you, buddy, but I was just going to gate my brother and sister in. You can get back if you want.
Who's your brother and sister?
My brother and sister went a different way in life. They have the Bilderbrock last name. Have you heard of that?
What do they have?
The clan name is Bilderbrock.
Ooh, you see that he looks at you like, I actually do know that name, but
Nillian Dane.
yeah, those are not the kind of people you wanna be related to.
No, but I still am. So,
Ooh, well,
and they're coming to live here.
Sorry.
I see. Well, I mean, yeah, everybody has a black sheep in the family, I guess.
That's right.
You got two.
Yeah, but you know, they'll get away from Mirabar, maybe turn over a new leaf now that we've killed the beholder that was surely holding them under its sway.
Well, I mean, I'm not in a great hurry to go back. So if you want me to, like, take care of stuff here, I can.
Yeah, sure.
Very well. Let's put those fiery dwarves to work.
Nice. So I guess what the best thing for me to do for them is to simply solve it with a gate spell. Essentially summoning them here. Because this should work now. Wait, what's...
Yeah, I don't know.
You conjure a portal linking an unoccupied space you can see within range to a precise location on a different plane of existence. And then basically you can, when you cast this spell, you can speak the name of a specific creature. If that creature is on a plane other than one you are on, the portal opens in the named creature's immediate vicinity and draws the creature through it to the nearest unoccupied space on your side of the portal.
Yeah.
So...
yes, you could do that, but you have to do it twice.
Well, I mean, the portal is still open for duration, concentration up to 1 minute. So if I pull one through, the other should hopefully be on the other side. Otherwise, yeah, 2 days to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fine. You could do that. Or, of course, you could, like, plane shift there and then plane shift back.
But the plane shift is not specific to their place. It would require us to plane shift somewhere, then walk to their den.
Ah, like that. Well, okay. Oh, that's fine. Well, you can do it any way you like.
Alright.
So it is the day after. So you wanna gate somebody?
Yeah, I'll gate. And hopefully they're in the
I'm
same
gonna
place.
Gate somebody. Okay then. Who you wanna summon first?
Nelly.
Nelly. Okay, very well. So you open up your gate, and I want to suppose that she knows it's you. Yeah.
I'm also going to be standing outside of the castle.
Just like yeah.
Like
Outside
here.
of the castle.
So she can be impressed by it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Nelly appears in front of you. I think I should have her token somewhere. She steps through the gate.
All right.
And she looks at you, and she's in this open field, and then she looks at this fortress, and she was like, I see. Nice joint, Brock.
Is there a brother in your vicinity? He looks back through the portal, hoping.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's just put them both here. That's easier. I guess. Right. So your brother and sister are standing in front of you, and they are looking at the fortress, and they're looking at you, and they say, "Half of the guild came crashing down last night."
Yeah, we killed the beholder and all his minions.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of pre-advice would have been, let us prepare.
I
for
said
what was
we were
going
going to
happen.
kill it, and you guys said you were going to come and live with me in this castle. What more is there to prepare?
Same old Brock.
Oh, you got to be kidding me! I just freed you from slavery.
But what do you mean slavery? We had a position of importance. Anyhow, is this your place?
This is my place.
What, you're a baron or something?
No, just the greatest artisan in the cosmos.
All right.
This castle was made by future Brock.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Well, I don't know. You got some beer in there?
Oh, we better.
And they start walking inside.
I'll give him the tour as best as I can, but I'm not entirely sure.
I'm
about
not
what it is.
familiar with this place. So yeah, Tardek is there. He kindly bows to them. Zadas is there, probably eating and drinking. And he offered them some drinks. And Broden is also getting acquainted, so he also takes the opportunity to show them around and stuff like that. Okay, so they spend a nice half day looking at the place, and I don't know. Do you explain them a bit something about the place where you live and things like that?
Yeah, we'd explain about the plains and what the giant big mountain and donut are all about, and basically get them up to date on the sort of I guess this would be the inner plains.
These are the outer plains.
They are the outer plains. Okay.
You're now in the outer plains, yes. So the outlands where you are now is that one outer plane that connects with all the other outer planes. Let's say it's the center of the multiverse.
Which is weird that it's not the inner plains. Because it's the center.
Yeah, no. Okay. Nice. So
Yeah,
the other planes are those planes where the gods and the celestials and the sphinx live. The inner planes are the elemental planes, in fact. And then, so the prime material plane is connected to the outer planes through the astral plane, while the prime material plane is connected to the inner planes through the ethereal plane. This is all planescapology. Huh? The good thing about using portals is that you step through a portal and it brings you where you need to be. So the whole cosmology of it's probably not something that your siblings would understand. At the
No,
moment.
they need
Maybe
time to
with time.
adjust, just
Yeah,
like
maybe with
Brocky
time.
did.
So you explain them a bit this thing, and probably to them it's like, whoa, that's a lot. Huh?
Yeah, you know
And,
what? I'll stay here a week or so and have a think about it. If the cosmos is still in one piece by the end of it, I can send you back if you don't want to stay here.
What do you mean? Why? What's happened to the cosmos?
It all depends. Basically on whether Talon gets his wish or if we kill the god we're gonna kill, and
You're gonna kill a god?
probably. Well, maybe.
Can't we
We'll
like
see.
kidnap him and ransom him?
Well, to be fair, the god wanted your souls, so I'm kind of
What?
inclined to kill him.
How much did he pay for it?
What do you mean?
How much would he pay for it?
Your souls?
Yeah.
You would sell your souls to me to give to him.
I mean, Brock, do you even believe that souls exist?
I know they do.
Oh yeah. You are a priest of Moradin after all.
No, I'm a priest of Brock.
You're what?
I don't get my power from Moradin. Moradin's just a really, really cool and powerful dude. But so am I.
Well, that's all a bit much for them to get in. Indeed, they agreed to stay a week and see. Even though they kind of like talk to each other, like now that the builder is gone, now is the time to take possession of the guild and to assert power and so.
Well, maybe we could. Do you dwarves have an afterlife, kind of like the elven afterlife we visited? Maybe if they need proof that souls are real, we could pay a visit.
Yeah, maybe once all this is done though, because I think we've actually probably dallied a bit longer than we intended to.
Yeah, I figure if we dally too long, there will be more attacks.
We still haven't gotten to this forge. Say, Thardek, where should we teleport to?
My lord. What do you say?
Where should we teleport to? Can you provide a better description?
A description of what, Lord?
Of where we should plane shift to, so we can go to your mysterious ruins. I guess it's still beneath the Nadawin proto elf dwarf place you were talking about.
Oh, you mean the Temple of Dumatoin?
Yes.
Yes, I can describe it somehow. As I told you, it was like deep under the mountain, and there were these tunnels and this like an endless library made of pillars of stone.
And a forge, right?
I did not see a forge in the Temple of Dumatoin.
Oh no, it was knowledge.
That was knowledge. Yes. Dumatoin
Knowledge
is
of
the god
what
of
to do
secrets.
to bind these things together. Alright. Let's do it. Let's plane shift.
So you want to plane shift back to Faroon?
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's fine. But did you have a Faroon fork?
Yeah, we got a Faroon fork, didn't we? We got. That's how we got there in the first place. Didn't we?
I'm not sure. I don't think so, because that wasn't really a thing in the Dwarven city. Do you keep them all somewhere, your forks, or?
We can gate tomorrow.
We bought the fork. I'm pretty sure I've got it right here.
Oh, okay.
Forgotten Realms, planar fork. It's in my inventory.
Ah, okay.
But I guess it would go back to where we were.
No, that's fine. You also have a Outland fork?
That we don't have.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did we get here?
A gate.
No, I think we plane shifted here.
No, we gated.
We gated.
We gated, for sure.
Yeah. You can specify a target destination in general terms, such as the City of Brass on the elemental plane of fire or the Palace of Dissipator. So, yeah, we can gate back.
But gate...
Oh, sorry, plane shift. I was reading there.
Yeah.
On a different plane of existence.
Gate has two ways you can cast it. One way is to open the gate, and you can walk through it. And the other way is to summon a creature.
Ah, okay, yeah.
So we can travel anywhere, it's just I need to sleep.
Okay, so it's one more day. Into the gate.
Well,
Okay,
if
but
we-
what I'm
if
saying
we
is,
gate
what I'm saying is
directly
now
there.
you are in the Outlands. So if you want,
Yeah.
you can buy a fork for the Outlands. That's fine.
From
Sure.
Fortitude or?
No, well, a fork is attuned to a plane. So
yeah,
you
but
would be-
where would we be able to get it in Fortitude, or would we need to
yeah.
travel
When,
to?
like, if you go to Fortitude, they for sure have a fork.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, very well. So maybe shall I do an handout where we keep all the keys, or you just put them on your character sheet?
I've just written them down so far,
Yeah,
but
just written down. Okay. All right. So you have a Faerun thing. Okay. So when you have a Faerun key, then you can also plane shift using that, if that's what you want.
yeah.
And indeed, yes, you would mention a place that you know, and you would be like near to that place, either in view of that place. So when you say I want to plane shift in the Thieves Guild of Mirabar, I mean, the worst that can happen is that you are, I don't know, in view of Mirabar or something like that.
Yeah.
But okay, let's not make it that difficult. So you will be at the Guild of Mirabar.
Okay.
So you're back there. Are you
Wait.
bringing also Tardek, I suppose?
Yes.
Okay.
And Zardas, if you'd rather.
And
call
Zardas,
him.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, so Alexander will, since your brother and sister are here, he will stay with them, keep an eye on them.
Yeah,
and
but he was
explain to
making
brother
kind
a
of
bit of the-
insinuations that he might make a move on the sister.
That's most probably what he actually is planning to do. And
Well, if he keeps up his other persona, I think it's not a problem.
no, probably not a problem. Okay. All right, so you are back in Mirabar, and yeah, what do you want to do?
Zardak, lead us to this place of secrets.
Very well. So this is exactly what Thardik will do. You will get out of the guild, and in fact, you will also get out of the city of Mirabar proper, going deeper into some tunnels. So, Incan, you notice that once you are back in the prime material plane, that rune that he has is changed again, and so it's not door anymore, but is that sigil that he had written on his forehead.
All right.
It's not showing door anymore, but it's showing again creation.
Huh.
Yes.
Oh wait, he's the bloody key. We forgot about that.
And actually, you can make me an insight check, Inca. Yeah. In a way, now that you are back on the prime material plane, so you are now in a plane of physical reality, you feel yourself farther away from your dream than you were before, because the Outlands and all the other planes are actually the planes of complete mental reality and imagination and belief. Once again, you get this feeling that, this place that you saw inside of Tardek's dreams was more a mental place than a physical place.
Wow. We
But
have
okay.
been to a kind of mental place, right?
You have been once, yeah, yes.
Yeah. I just forgot what it's called. Astral? No, yeah, astral.
The
plane?
astral plane, yeah, absolutely, yes.
Did we come to the wrong place? Do you need me to plane shift somewhere else?
Sure.
I'm a bit tired, but I could do it.
Can we plane shift, or can you open a gate to the astral plane.
If I had a fork or some other portal key.
Zadas is looking at you like, do we know what we are doing?
Apparently
Always
not.
know what we are
Thought we were
doing.
going to a place, but it might be linked to the astral plane, and seems Yinkin has some insight into that, but
So you think where we need to go is on the astral plane, Yinkin?
I think so, yeah.
does that sound right to you, Thardak?
You're asking Zadas?
Zardak.
Thardak.
Thardak.
Tordak. Oh, sorry. He's like, I'm really not that versed in this matters, but yeah, I do think that my memories are more like dreams than maybe real memories.
Have you ever gone inside a dead god, Tardek?
No, is that even possible?
It is when you're
Yeah.
us.
Zardas knows all about it, don't you, Zardas?
Oh yeah, in godly intestines. I will never forget that.
And I'll never forget.
Tardek is looking at all of you with even more appreciation than usual. So, whatever shall we do?
And you say that the word doesn't say key anymore, it says creation.
Now it says creation again.
It's a creation again.
If it said key, maybe I should have tried plane shifting with him. What if I try a creation spell on him?
And Yinken, you had a glimpse of this place while you were in Tardek's dream.
Well, let's get him to dream again.
Oh? How well do I remember that place?
Very vividly, yes.
Brock, I need you to go to sleep.
Alright, hang on a second. Give me a little bit of time to... He'll start making his temple to go to sleep in.
How many level 7 spells you have?
2, and that was the other one.
Okay, so you make it. Wait, actually, right now you are like in some caves, so yeah, nobody's passing by, but you make a temple, and right, I suppose you can camp for the night. Tardek says, do you also want me to sleep?
Could be a good idea.
Yeah.
Is there any way to ward this thing from Shadow Throne's agents again? Because that was really annoying.
Yeah.
What is it?
We got attacked by Shadow Throne's agents last time, so hopefully that won't happen again.
Ah, yeah. All right.
Zadas is next to us now.
Yeah. Yes, I will keep guard while you sleep. What kind of adventure is this, guys?
It'll
all make sense.
It'll all make sense in a bit. In a few
Zardas,
hours.
you know all about wet dreams, don't you?
Yeah, but all right. So yeah, you have been walking for some time, going inside these tunnels on your way to the Temple of Dumatoin, and then you have this idea. So you stop, you summon the temple, and you go to sleep. So after a while, you read a nice story to Brock and Tardek, and they fall asleep.
So I tried to enter Brock's dream and I appear in front of him as a messenger. And I try shaping his dream to show him the library that I've been in.
All right. Okay, very well. So, Brock, you are inside this library of Dumatoin, and you see gray-clad priests, old dwarves, going around this place where there are actual books, and in the distance you see these pillars, like beyond the edges of this dream that you are making right now, like in a misty haze. What would you like to do?
Go towards the pillars.
All right. So you feel a bit of resistance coming from the edges of this dream. It's almost like crossing an actual barrier of sorts. As you go through the mist, you find yourself in this, well, it's not even a room anymore. It's just like this vast emptiness where there are these pillars of stone. And the end of them is beyond what would be considered your dark vision, even though you don't know if your dark vision has any meaning in a dream. But the pillars are higher than 60 feet. They are very wide, and there is all these runes carved in the pillars.
Runes that I can read, or
And these runes, they look like a mix of
Damn it.
dwarven and elven runes. Yeah. And you can't really make anything out of it.
if only
I
had
should
Tali.
be still next to Proc, so
You are there?
yeah, I'm the messenger in his dream. I'm the one shaping his
No,
dream
but
for him.
yeah, what I'm saying, do you want to be like next to him, or do you want to be somewhere in the dream? Like, okay, then you see Yinken next to you, and when both of you approach the same pillar, you actually see that to both of you, these runes start to make sense.
Yeah. That's interesting.
And
no funny
It's
business.
interesting.
We're not going to do no Skeksis wise man thing here and join together. That's not going to happen.
okay, and you see that the words start to make sense, and indeed they speak of the Nada Oinen. They speak of how they were something lost in time in a certain way, lost in history, but still existing in a place beyond what any mortal traveler can reach. A place that apparently can only be reached by crossing the right door. And while you are there having this dream, you see that from one side, Tardek starts to step into the dream. And you see that with every steps he makes, from his head, this room starts to get like bigger and bigger and shinier, and it starts to lose its form and to become more like, an oval of light that becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. At one point, you almost don't see him anymore. You actually see only his silhouette behind this oval of light.
Ooh. Follow him.
What's it?
Is he moving away? Can we follow him?
No, he's actually moving nearer to you. And now that he's also like near to the pillar, there's the two of you looking at these runes, and like to the left of you, there is this living portal of a dwarf.
Okay. Can we step through it?
You could step through it
Let's do
if
this.
that's what you want. So you do realize you would be leaving behind Tali and Zados.
Yeah, that's not maybe the best idea, but do we think that we could make it back to this place now that we've seen it?
No idea.
I can take you back to the dream, and then you can gate your way. Then you can gate Salas. darling to us.
I've got to finish sleeping first before I can gate anyone.
What would you like to do?
So what, gate them here?
Or wherever we end up.
Yeah, it's just the fact that I've already gated today. I need to meditate on it for a bit. So maybe we should go back, finish a night's rest, and have a cat nap to do this again. Or I'll just gate it straight there. Alright, let's just step through and see where it goes and see if we can gate back.
All right, you are both stepping through.
Yeah, I will follow him.
Okay, as you step through this, you are completely surrounded by this light, and there are a few moments where everything you see is just light until you step through and you find yourself somewhere completely different. You are I'll put it just here because it's not relevant anymore. You are like in the center of a plaza of sorts, and you can see all around you these wonderful buildings. Brock, you recognize immediately Dwarven architecture all around you. The one thing that is different is that mixing and like intertwining with the building, you see these roots and these trees. And from some of the building in a very organic, it's like the buildings are built around the trees, or actually the trees make an integral part of the building itself. There is fountains that are like sprouting this wonderful colored in some ways water. There is like the light of the sun. It's making some play with the light, and it seems that the architects managed to calculate how the sun would interact with the light to make some kind of scenes appear in the rainbows that are created by the water and the light. And there is also a lot of people on the streets, which actually are starting to like turn their heads toward you. Now you see there's only you and Yinkan there. Thardek is not there. And they start to look at you, and you see that they're humanoids for sure. They're broad-shouldered. At the same time, they have a lean waist, and you see they have pointy ears, though their facial traits are a bit rougher, and they have a square jaw covered with either sideburns or a short beard, long hair that they braid. The way that they dressed, you can see geometrical motifs intertwined with nature motifs. It is something you've never seen before, a race
Oh my god, they're dwarves.
that you've never seen before.
Dwarves.
Someone mixed Art Nouveau and Art Deco.
Okay, I may have some art here. Yeah, something like that.
Where's the art going?
It's going on Discord.
I can't view the Discord.
You can see it in Discord. How can I put it there where you can see it? How do I send you a file? No, it has to be on the internet, right?
Can you just put it in the chat on Roll20?
In which chat? Can I put an email in the chat or
with the link, yeah.
Yeah.
like that. Oh, okay, great. Yeah, like that.
Okay. Okay.
like that. And they're starting to look in your direction.
Just
Like
like
they're
that,
very
huh?
surprised. Also because, behind you, there is still this oval of light, this portal open behind you.
All right. Excuse me, sir. Where might we be right now?
You see that they hear you speak and they are a bit confused about what you are saying. They reply to you. They say something that sounds dwarvish, but it also sounds a lot like whatever Yinkan talks with Alexander and Tarling sometimes.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yinkan, you have never seen such a thing. Your anthropologist instinct is going like it's very tickled. Like what is this? Who are these people?
This is
But yeah, you don't seem to understand what they are talking about.
I
Yeah.
didn't actually prepare a tongue spell, so maybe we
We
need
weren't
to,
prepared for this trip.
No.
Let us come back.
We'll be
We will
right
return.
back. Can you end the dream now? You can?
Art Deco, Art Nouveau. Yeah, something like that. A mix of the two, yeah.
Huh.
Yes, absolutely. You see, one of them approaches you, yeah, and he keeps talking to you. You actually see that at one point he points at you with the gauntlet hand, and you see that inside his gauntlet hand there is several gems in the inside, in the palm of the hand, and he starts to pronounce some words that they seem magic to you, while at the same time like caressing some other gems on a glove that he actually has, and you see like magical rune surrounding this glove and then creating some kind of shield just in front of you, and then runes appearing in front of this shield of magical lights, and it's like saying something to people that are coming your way, and they all seem very interested. They seem to have some sort of academic interest in the two of you.
I have some academic interest in all of them.
Yeah, but if we can't communicate with them, what's the point? Can you do some kind of tongue spell?
No, but I should be able to at least get a hang of their language when I can observe them for at least a day.
That seems like an odd, long time for this dream to keep going on.
You see that, yeah, they keep asking you questions, it seems, from their interrogating
I just
visage.
I just point at myself
Uh-huh.
and I speak in Elvish.
All right.
My name is Yinken.
Right.
Yinken.
You see
And in
that
Dwarven, my name is Brock.
the guy, now there is a woman and a man next to you, and they actually seem to have understood what you mean. You see that one of them says something, and he says, Tebalar. Tebalar. While the woman says Metild. And they make some kind of gesture with their hand. And Yinkan, you've been an anthropologist. You can make me an insight check with advantage. Yes, you think that they are making some sort of greeting gesture, like welcoming gesture.
I try to repeat the gesture they are doing.
Very well. They seem actually quite content, and they start to make like gesture to like follow them.
I look to Brock, and this time in common, I ask him. I think they want us to follow them. Are you okay with this?
Well, I guess so. It's just a dream, right?
Sure.
Lincoln, you think this is a bit more than.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, this isn't a dream anymore. But yes, this is definitely still a dream.
Definitely a dream.
And then I just look away, and I.
No, it's a dream. I'm sure of it. Otherwise, how could they be melded dwarf elf people? Dwelfs, if you will.
Duels, if you will.
Imagine, that would be preposterous. I mean, well,
Fine, let's go with the dwelfs.
Right, and so they bring you somewhere else, and you start to see the greatness of their city. And you see that there is these wonders of architecture. Then you start to see like flying ships made of magical materials, some sort of animals made of metal that seem to be moving around by themselves. Though all this architecture is always still mixed with a considerable amount of grown things. Sometimes the rock is left just porous and unworked. Sometimes you see these vines coming out of the ground. Most of the buildings are surrounded by gardens. There is little woods everywhere in the city. At one point, they bring you to some kind of vehicle, which looks a bit like an oval chamber with legs, in a way.
Oh, Incan, marvel at the wonders of Brock Adamantite's imagination.
Yeah, this is some great imagination you have.
I know, maybe I am a god after all.
Quite possible. Yes, I'm feeding his delusions.
Yeah, see that, man. I mean, and they invite you to enter this contraption, and one of them once again looks at this glove that is wearing, and he starts tapping some of these gems, and more symbols of arcane magic start to appear around him, and the contraption starts to move on these four legs and going somewhere. In some places, also climbing up some levels of the city, and eventually ending in the balcony of a great tower overlooking the city. They ask you to disembark.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
And you enter inside this, vast chamber. Everything seems to have a bit of this golden and green motifs. There is plants everywhere, and at one point you see that the woman whispers some things to the plants, and you start to see that a very pleasant smell starts to spread around the room.
Whispering to the plants, you say?
Yes.
Well, let's see what the plants are saying.
Okay, maybe we can't speak with the people, but we can speak with the plants. All right, so yeah, when you cast your spell and you start to communicate with the plants, you actually see that the woman looks at you very happy about this. And from the plant, you immediately start to get this sense of quiet and comfort. Like the plant is happy to do what it's doing for these people.
Um,
Do you want to ask something to the plant?
yeah, I want to ask if the plants know where we are at this moment.
The plant tells you that you are. She tells you a word. No, you don't have tongues active, I suppose.
Nah.
No.
Don't even have it memorized.
No. She tells you a word that you don't really understand in any way, but it's something like Katair. She tells you that you are in the city of Katair.
I say the word again, and then I take a glance to the side if the other people are reacting on what I'm saying.
When you say Katair, you see that both the man and the woman look at you, and they're like, Katair. Then they say other things, and then one of them goes to the balcony and does this gesture to encompass the city. He said, Katair.
Okay. Wow, Brock, you're dreaming about an ancient civilization. I think this could be this should be the city of Katair.
Yes. Maybe it could be.
Impressive.
Thank you. I'm sure it was
So,
a lot of hard work, but a cinch for God Brock.
You actually see that the woman then starts to say some things to the plant. And then the plant talks to you. And it says...
Brock's just like, what's going on now?
And it says, Master Delazar and Mistress Mathilde want to bid you welcome to the city of Katair. They are very excited to see someone like the both of you.
Please do tell Master Tibalar and Mistress Metal
Yeah.
that we are honored to be here.
You see that she speaks again with the plant, and the plant tells you, Mistress Mathilde would like to know, how did you find the city of Katair?
Well, people, welcome to D&D, where plants are interpreter. We found this place through a dream. I'm not gonna lie to these people.
What do you say?
I'm not gonna lie to these people.
All right. So
we found our way here inside the dream.
The woman listens through the plant, and she seems surprised actually to hear this explanation. She discussed some things with the man, and then the plant will tell you, where are you coming from?
The last place we have been to is called Faerun. But we have been to many places.
You see that there's always this translation going back and forth, and eventually the plant asks you, and what is the reason of your visit?
We have been told that you have a great fort here, and we would like to have the opportunity to use it.
You see that there is more talking in between the two, and they seem a bit worried now that you say this thing. Like, they're talking about something that, and then the plant will translate to you, and it will say, the Nada Oine are indeed great forge masters, and their forges uses the true essence of magic.
Well,
I look to Brock. Brock, do you have by any chance know what the true essence of magic is?
Brock's like, funny that you should ask. And he gets down on his knees. And he thinks upon the forge of creation. And he says, Forge, show me the way to understand these people. Bring Zardas and Talon here to us now. And what the true essence of magic is, please.
Okay, that's a lot of. Okay, so what kind of help do you want from your divine power? In general terms, not in specific terms.
The ability to understand this situation, be able to communicate with them, and have my allies close at hand.
Yeah, that's two different things.
Okay.
One thing in general terms.
Then to understand their language and this point, the knowledge that they speak of.
Okay. So clearly you don't have to roll because you're level 20. So so you have the typical the light of inspiration shines on you, and you feel that not only you can understand every language that ever was spoken.
What?
Right now.
Oh, yeah. Right now.
Yeah, well, for some time. And you see that their words start to make sense, and even the word of the plant, like you feel this great connection with everything and everyone.
That's better.
Exactly. And then, since you have this great connection around you, you start to see something that you haven't seen before because it was invisible. But you see that in the very air, there is filaments of some kind of bluish energies that are constantly flowing. And you see that around the gauntlet of this guy, this blue light, it's like intertwined like a net of blue filaments in several different items inside the room, the same. And all these things are connected to each other by like, yes, Incan, it looks to you like, well, you haven't seen this because only, but you both been from Faroon. Yes, it seems like the weave, but in a purer, more evident form here in this place. Like accessing magic, it's much easier here.
Can I get out Titan Lust and Whelm and just view them sort of in each of my hands?
Yes. You said when you get your weapons out, like the light around them, it's almost blinding. Like this blue, immediately almost a cage of blue filaments forms around both weapons, and they shine super bright in front of your eyes.
Do I have an understanding of what this is called, like, to answer their question?
Yeah, actually, while you are asking this question, they see that you are realizing something, and they look at you, and in the language that you now understand, they say, you are looking at ether in its pure form.
Ether.
Yes.
Yeah. The ether.
I can sense a great concentration of ether around you. Brock, right?
Yes, I'm Brock Adamantite. You may have heard of me.
I am afraid we have not. But then again, we live in a very isolated place. In fact, if we weren't that surprised of seeing you, we would be worried. We have not received visitors from the outside since. Then they look at each other. We have never received visitors from outside.
Oh, that's pretty cool. You don't know a dude by the name of Thardak? Goldring?
Thardak, you say?
Do you
No,
know what a
I'm
dwarf is? Or an elf?
Oh, you see that we have seen books, inscriptions, mosaics of the time where we were imperfect, when we were only one half of what we were really supposed to be. And you do look like, apologies for the word, but from the primitive creatures that we come from.
I'm more than you might imagine I am.
I am
just so
sure you
know.
are.
But, and on top of that too, I have also had many lives in many different forms, so this is just one of them. Just saying. It's all Brock.
We are extremely curious of knowing more. Please, you must be our guests.
Well, the only problem is we're missing half of our group.
There is more like you?
Yes, indeed. In fact,
by all means, bring them here.
I kind of need to sleep for like a day to do that.
If you are tired, of course, we will provide some lodgings for both of you.
Well, if we may stay here, I'm very curious to study this ether. It's perhaps the missing component that I've been looking for. I'm looking to forge these two great weapons together. See, we're harried by this misguided god that wants my soul.
Yes, Blossom here was telling us, as it was speaking with your friend Yinken. And in the meanwhile, Blossom is translating to you, Yinken. Yeah.
Hey,
What do you say?
great.
Okay. And yes, he mentioned that you were seeking a forge. Maybe your arrival here, it's not just coincidence. But please, bring whoever you think is necessary to us, and then we will discuss further about this. Yes?
Alright, let me just complete my sleep. If you have some quiet place where I may be shut out from the marvels of this dream world.
Dream world, you say? No. This place is very real.
Oh, I'm sure it is. And one day, it'll be awesome to make it. But for now...
Very well then. So
you
see
said
that,
yourself I look like a primitive version of what you guys were. Maybe you're meeting your past selves. Have you ever thought of that?
Interesting. We shall think on that.
Yeah, don't think too hard. It starts
In the
out after a
meanwhile,
while.
you see that the woman kind of moves her hands against one of the walls, and you see this. It looked like a bas relief of like some scene with buildings and trees, and then you see that some of those buildings start to come out of the wall, and they start to form like a sofa surrounded by these fronds. And you see that there is a gentle breeze blowing on the sofa coming from the trees and the fronds. And since you can still see the ether, you can see that it's clearly active around this room. Rest, and we shall speak soon.
Thank you very much. Really hope when I wake up I can understand this.
All right, I suppose.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah, we can montage here, like, in a way through different castings of Dream and stuff like that. I suppose you can get the rest of the party here. Huh? I don't know if you want to discuss something in the meanwhile, like, 1-2 days go by while you get acclimated to this thing, and you can restudy your spells. Maybe indeed you want to study a tongue spell or something for the others.
Yeah.
So eventually you will get also Tarlin and Zadas here, right?
Yeah. That is the idea.
Yeah.
Beside the
Sure, at least the day. Sorry.
yeah, when we arrive beside the architecture, is there like any art in that area?
Oh, and also, is it possible to bring Sardak?
Tardek seems to be the door in order to do all this. Like he's never
Okay.
here. During all these transfers, he's always the door through which you have to cross.
I must have
And they have
created
to-
Sardak in my future dreams or something.
Maybe.
The delusion continues.
The division continues. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So yeah, you will be there eventually. You have some time to, I don't know, discuss among each other stuff.
This place is pretty sweet, isn't it?
I want to study the people.
Oh no, I can't believe I made all of this.
The buildings and all, do they look old or?
You see that you can spend some time in this place, even going around the city. Many of the people initially they look at you like something completely new for them, but they are all kind of very polite, and they don't really make you feel uncomfortable, except when they are completely surprised by what they see. So you have the time to explore a bit if that's what you want to do, and see what it is. So yeah, you see also very ancient buildings, Tallinn, during one of your excursions, let's say. And it is very interesting from an archaeological point of view to see how, when you see the oldest building, you can really see how in the beginning there wasn't really a mix of these two different way of doing things, but they were kind of like clashing with each other. Like you see, dwarven buildings and elven buildings, and then with time they managed to mix the things together and create these wonders.
Yeah, that's quite interesting how that evolved.
I sort of got the impression that they maybe had some kind of pressing matter that we were maybe brought here to deal with, so I wouldn't want to let too much time get away.
Yeah, of course. I'm just saying you spend a few days in the place so that you're not completely overwhelmed by everything that is going on around you. They also give you some local clothes. They explain you how to use the 3 shells that are in the bathroom and stuff like that.
So the local clothes are kind of like the guy in the picture?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, sure. I can settle for that.
And you see that there is a lot of these magical constructs going about. Some things look like the animals that you also know, so clearly their civilization has a foundation in some prime material world. But the organic creatures are things that you haven't really seen before. Some kind of in between a monkey and a rabbit with owl wings or something like that. But very very weird local animals. But all these magical constructs instead, they look like a dog, a cat, an elephant, like normal animals. And you'll see that most of their stuff, actually all the stuff, it's powered by this blue light that seems to be omnipresent.
I'm really keen to study the way that they work, their craft to create these things. Oh god.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, of course. Yes, Brock, you've been a master forger. You see that the advances they have achieved are something unheard of in Faroon.
This is how I became the greatest, I can tell.
Yes, what you did in the future.
Compared to this, our clockwork fortress looks primitive, I guess.
Yeah, here you don't see all of clockwork going on. It's all like, um,
Metal.
yeah, the metal is actually fluid. You don't see joints
Okay.
or these metals are used, but they are like 100% imbued with ether, and there isn't really any mechanism going around. The metal is just a frame to contain the power of the ether that then animates the metal, and that's why the creations they look so fluid. Uh, the the thing that makes them look more like construct is the fact that each part it's carefully crafted like a jewel, but it's actually only a frame to contain the ether.
Fascinating.
And so let's say after X days that you've been in this place and together with Tebalar and Mathilde, which you have realized they are something like a brother and a sister, but they tell you that they don't really have the same parent. None of that, like not the mother, not the father, but they are in a sort of yeah, you would call them best friends, but they actually call themselves brother and sister.
Alright, no one's judging here.
No, they also explain you that basically in this place they don't really have this concept of family, but like all kids are everybody's kids, and everybody contributes to growing up the kids.
Oh no, they're communists.
Well, those that have interest in it, of course. Those that don't want to,
Let's liberate them.
let's liberate it. But so let's say
Or
one
is
of these
there a
evenings,
Predator?
you are there, guests. Zadas has found a pool of ether where you can swim, and
I mean, in pure ether. Yeah, that sounds like a grand idea.
yeah, it sounds like it should work, right? All right. So you're there at the table. One of their constructs is bringing food, and one of their plants is putting some sort of seasoning on your food.
Cilantro.
Yeah.
Oh.
And during these days, they've also been very interested in hearing what you have to say about your ward, really. So all in all, they seem like to be pleasant people, though very taken with their profession in a certain way. They are both something, well, you understood something like sculpture, but it's not exactly what they are. They actually like build these frames to be imbued with ether.
So they're like,
They call themselves ether designers.
Fancy.
Artificers in a certain way.
artificers, yes, that's what I was thinking.
Yes. So you're there at dinner, and if you want to ask something, now is the time.
Yeah. You mentioned before that there was maybe something bad going on. What is it? Is there a way we can help? I'd really like to get a look at your forges, but if we can help in some way, I'd rather endear ourselves to you.
Well, the thing is, we had relatively recently, completed the work of a master forge. in fact, more than completed the work, we rediscovered a forge that we had been looking for many, many years. And
Yes, tell me more.
unfortunately, maybe as you have understood by now, our wonders are the perfect balance between artifice and nature, which is actually the combination that is most favorable for the ether to imbue itself in. Now, this ancient forge, which we believe, they look at each other, is one of the most powerful that have ever been discovered here in our world. As it hadn't been tended for so long, even though its structural part, so to say, was still intact, and I believe very soon to be functioning, the living part of it has decayed. And that unfortunately has made the whole structure act erratically. Now, our guardians so far have not been able to really, how shall I say, solve this problem and get rid of the anomalies that are inside the forge. But if we could get rid of the anomalies and find a way to rebuild the natural part of the forge, I'm sure we would have a complete, integral, functioning, and extremely powerful ether forge at our command.
Well, that is disturbing.
Does-
How near it seems to be to some kind of marriage between my skills and Yinkin's.
Yeah, does the living part have to be natural or just living?
What do you have in mind?
Probably
Oh.
tentacles. 9 times out of 10, it's tentacles.
Perhaps it could be powered through some extraplanar beings.
Oh no.
And would these extraplanar beings
They are kind of alive, yeah.
kind of alive? Also, how much life do they have, these beings?
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't think that's able to be counted in a finite way.
Oh, interesting. You see, to explain it to you, you see that Metil stands up and she goes to the balcony and she points at the buildings that are outside. See, in order for the ether to be harnessed in its purest form, you need to strike the perfect balance between artifice and nature, which means, she points at a huge building, and you see that around this huge building there is this park with hundreds of trees surrounding the building, and then the ether flows all around this union of the two things. So if do you have a square mile of living creatures?
A square mile would take a while, but now, given what I'm seeing, maybe Yinkin is a specialist after all.
You do seem to have an affinity with the natural world, Lincoln.
He does. And the dream world.
I do my best. There's things I can do, there's things I can't do. All I can do is my best.
Very well. Well, we would be more than willing to share our knowledge of the ether with, what shall I call you, our ancestors.
I'll take it.
Please do.
Zadas, he looks at about when do we smash things?
I suspect if we go visit this forge, there'll be things to smash.
Ah, okay.
The corruption, of course.
Yes.
Just the corruption.
take us to this place and we shall see what we can do to help you.
Very well then.
But I may need
Yes.
to use this forge afterwards to combine the ether of these two weapons. We are, after all, facing a god.
He says, we have noticed that there is a great concentration of some form of ether around those weapons. In fact, it looks, at this thing coming up from behind the shoulders of of Tarlin and the trident of Zad. I said, I can see that you are all bearing artifact-like weapons.
Yes, we are world travelers.
Interesting. What is this word you come from? You mentioned something called Peru.
Yeah. One of many worlds.
Yeah.
We live in the Outlands now, and we've spent a great deal of time in Sigil with the lovely Zadara.
We must admit that we're not well versed in. Well, theoretically, we do know about the planes, but in ages past, the wise of our civilization had decided that we should refrain from planar travel in order to not, how should I say it, upset the balance of other cultures.
That's understandable.
Yes. So if we do allow you to use the Ether Forge, I would like to ask you to not share this. First of all, to not share our existence in a certain way with whomever you know on this place, Farouk, and to not bring any more people here.
Yeah, sure.
Respect that.
Can we come back and visit?
I look at Tarlin.
Sure. I like hoarding my knowledge. Not everyone needs to know it.
Yeah, that sounds like.
Very well then. What is this thing? What is this thing? I lost the thing. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. So then, very well. Probably not after dinner. Like the day after, when there is light. Let's say. They will once again take you inside their legged contraption and travel through the city. You actually see that the city seems to be made on multiple levels. And one thing that you notice is that it does not seem to have an end. Like, even though when you go in the upper levels of the city, when you look in the horizon, you still see the city. And of course, interspersed with all these woods and then lakes, natural lakes. But everything is always surrounded, even though at a massive scale, by some of their architecture. As far as the horizon goes, you always see the city. And eventually, they bring you to this place.
Oh, fun.
There you are. So you are in front of this temple-like structure.
I think we're in the wrong layer.
Are you?
I can't move my token.
Yeah. Of course you are in the wrong layer. What did you think? What did you expect? I will put you in the correct layer.
Yes.
Yeah, you would expect that. Okay.
Let's say we've cast foresight before.
Oh yeah, in the morning, do your usual stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, you can
I
tell
mean,
me.
if we know we're going to fight something,
Probably. Yeah, absolutely. No, the problem. So what do we do? So Yink and Foresight.
Also foresight.
I regenerate when we get there, and I'll also true seeing.
Tunneling Foresight, and you have Regenerate and True Sight.
One of these
Alright.
days, I'll never stop seeing
Did you
true.
get some tongues going this morning? Like, how many people can speak tongues?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. So a third level spell.
One creature you touch. What do you do? Like, you only cast it on yourself normally, or?
Well, Talon can understand written stuff.
Yeah. And I can telepathically talk
Yeah.
one way in any language.
So
Okay.
I will do Yinkin as well and hope. Well, wait, hang on. Yeah, it's 1 hour. So yeah, I can do Yinkin as well.
You do think he can. Okay, Zara says no problem. Just translate me what I need
Yeah,
to know.
just plug into Talon.
didn't Zadas have a helm of?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's true. I have a helm of comprehension. How do you know my magical object better than I do?
I just remembered.
How do you do that?
Could have been. Me.
Helm of comprehending languages. Yes. Huh. You idiots! I understood them the whole time. What did you think? Okay, so you come to these temple-like structures. Outside there is these statues representing the Nadaoina, in fact. So not elves or dwarves, but really like the mix of these two races. And I'm getting some echo from them. And once again, the building is wonderful architectural composition. And you do see that there is an attempt to grow some plants around it, but the ground is still kind of like arid, and it's not taking to the plants. Yinka, with your expertise in nature and being a druid, you think that this will need some careful tending during the next, I don't know, weeks, months, depending from how good a druid you can be. And a structure of this size would need an extensive park all around it, or a grove to be powered.
Do you have a spell like that creates a druid's grove?
I have a spell that can create a druid's grove.
All right. Okay.
It has a casting time of 10 minutes.
Okay. Brock, you are still seeing the ether, especially with your true sight, and you can see that the flow is all wrong here. You can see that those fluent filaments and waves of ether, they are like inconsistent here. They lash out like whips. Something is clearly not going all right in this place. And
is there any indication of exactly what might be the source of this problem, or do I think it's the lack of?
You can make me an Arcana check.
Oh, Arcana.
Yes.
Oh, I'm training that. 15.
Hey, you're training. You think that it's not only the fact that there is no grove around it, but some of the magical artifacts that are inside this place are out of sync with the flow of the ether. Like if you would compare it to, I want to say a car, but why would I compare it to a car? If you would compare it to a home, you see that, you know, even though the fundaments are fine, some things need to be brought down and built anew in order for this to work properly.
Well, Zardas, it looks like we're going smashy smashy.
Finally, says Zala. I've been waiting for this. Wave is waiting for this.
Seems to reform all of this. We need to tear down some of it. And probably get Yinkin to grow some stuff.
I guess I'll do the tearing down. You can do the reforming.
I'll help you tear down. I don't mind that.
Oh, okay, very well. I was counting on it.
You guys in?
Of course.
Let's
All
go.
right. So you step inside this place and you are immediately astonished by this. You see here and here, there are some kind of orreries made of interlocking rings and spheres filled with ether. Here there are some pillars that seems to be made of congealed ether. There is this these stairs going up to some kind of balcony here. Even though you don't see tools going around, you understand that this is some kind of arcane laboratory, or I want to say arcane anger, a place where vast amounts of magical energies can be brought to bear to create those incredible wonders that they have there in the city. But you do see that also here in these spheres and here in the center of this artifact-like thing, the flow is all wrong. And when you step inside this chamber, you clearly see a lot of this wrongness is flowing all around two of the statues here on the side. And then you see this gigantic colossus made of living pieces of architecture intertwined. The inside of it is made of like fibers of wood and plants, and the outside is covered with stone and metal, and it's just a colossal magical creation. And that seems where the wrongness seems to be concentrated.
All right. That's where the wrongness is concentrated, guys.
Except for the woods in the Colossus, is there anything else wooden plant-like inside this?
Yes, for example, this in the middle here, this green stuff, it's actually a garden, an inside garden. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. What would you like to do?
I would like to move forth to the forge. Just sort of take in the energies, preparing myself for the fight, and then I'm going to throw Whelm at this golem.
Right. So you're like, I'm gonna fix it. Okay. Sure. Can you reach it from here? I don't know. 35 feet?
I wonder what the range is. Range. Up to 60 feet. So
Alright.
I'll get a bit closer first.
Sure.
I'll-
Zadas is strategically putting himself on the other side. Okay, so yeah, you toss your hammer. Okay, so you toss the hammer against this golem. 16, I think it bounces off its metal, and then it goes back into your hands, right?
Yeah.
And as you see the ether of the hammer banging against the ether of the golem, you almost see a spark of ether, and then you see the eyes of the golem lightening up. And when this happens, you can clearly see this zapping, lightning-like ether flowing inside the Colossus, and all three magical things begin to move. And this is the time where we roll initiative.
Do you want to do a mass roll for everything, or you want us to roll this?
No, you can roll. It's okay. Enjoy your rolls.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Oh crikey.
Oh well.
Don't you guys have advantage on initiative?
Not on initiative.
It's an initiative.
You have initiative on everything. So also initiative.
Rolls ability checks and saving throws.
Initiative is an ability check.
Ability, yeah, initiative is an ability.
Oh, okay. That
I
becomes
think you
a
have to
20 then.
manually update your initiative.
Yeah, but I still had to roll a second time.
Okay. Okay, I think it's all done. And Tadlin, you are first.
Well, I see Brock throwing that hammer. Does that statue start moving
Yes,
already?
all three statues are moving now.
Okay. We have fought a golem before, and I remember magic didn't do a whole lot. I will. Let's see what's the range on this. 120 feet. That should be fine. Yeah, I will toss a slow on that golem.
This one.
Yeah. 40-foot cube, so yeah, I will only be able to get one.
Yes. All right, it has to make a wisdom save. A natural 20. That's how I start. So
Okay.
yeah, unfortunately.
Oh well.
Okay, so I would say that our friend Zadas will rage, right? That's what I do normally. Yeah, that's what I do. Okay, so he will rage and he will throw himself at the other goal. Yay! And recklessly attack the motherfucker. Here we go. And 1 and 2. Of course, he created, so and 3. Okay, so 28 plus 18 plus 6. All right, so you see that Zaras throws himself and he starts making damage. Yinken.
There's not really a lot of nature inside of this.
A what?
There's not really a lot of nature inside of this place.
So let's make it.
I can't really do that, so I will.
What? Erotic damage? No.
Necrotic.
Uh,
Necrotic.
Yeah. Sorry.
let's conjure some animals. Let's put the animals in this place.
Sure. What do you need?
I need to first challenge rating of a rhinoceros.
You're asking me? Ah, okay.
Yes, it's a challenge rating 2. So let's make it.
How many rhinos?
3 of them.
3 rhinos. What?
Rhino cavalry.
Didn't know. Next thing you know, there'll be GIF everywhere.
Okay. And they have their own initiative, I suppose?
Yeah. Yeah, and you keep the stats, and they obey any verbal commands I give.
You have the
sorry.
stats, no? Do you see it scratch? Like, just click on the token, shift, double click.
I can't click the token.
Why not?
No. But it's okay. I'm just asking them to charge the iron golem.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, normally all players have control.
Yeah, for me it works if I shift and double click.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay?
Yeah, I can see it. Sorry.
Is the distance fine? How near to you they have to be? 30 feet?
They
Conjuring
in an
60 feet.
unoccupied space within 60 feet of me, but I know they can charge, so they're at least 20 feet away from the iron golems.
So it's okay where I put them now?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. All right. So then after you is the Colossus. So you see that the Colossus basically, as he moves, he starts putting down a lot, like all this balcony here, no more balcony. And he starts moving forward. And he moves 60 feet.
Oh,
1,
Jesus.
3, 4, 5, 6. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. 8, 9. Okay, I think that's enough. He stops there, and then he will.
Doesn't look like he moved.
He didn't move.
No?
No.
To be. Oy, I see him in the middle of the room.
I don't see it on
Still
the
up there.
stream,
Moved
and
it
I
all for
don't
us.
see it.
Maybe it's still loading.
Wrong layer.
No? Token
Sounds
day?
like the same issue we had last session with Broden.
Yeah,
Alright,
maybe if you drag and drop it back onto the map again.
Let's see. Can I?
Or make a copy of it. You did last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we see it.
I see.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, okay, I'll put it there. So what he will do is he will the Colossus. So let me see. Any enemy outside the Colossus that starts its turn, so that's fine for you. Here, multi-attack. The Colossus will make 3 attacks. 1 with its slam, and 2 with its Eldritch turrets. And then you. Okay. So first of all, he will slam someone. I would say, since there is also the rhinos there, they must count for something. So I will go 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 is Brock, 2 is Rhino, 3 is Rhino, and 4 is Zadas. We will start punching Zadas in the face with advantage because Zadas were reckless. 24, that's a hit. That's 26 points of damage, which means 13. And then he's pushed
not
20
raging?
feet away. Yeah, I did only 13. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then he's pushed 20 feet away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 2 with his Eldritch turret. So basically, you see that from his this weird horns that he has on his shoulders, they start to charge up with ether, and they start shooting something down on you people. And though this is a range of 300 feet, so they will go randomly on someone. So I would say you are now 3 and 4, 7 of you. So Brock, Tanlin, Yinkan, Zadas, and then the 3 rhinos. So one of the rhinos, the last rhino, gets shot pew, for 24 points of damage and is prone. Then it will shoot another turret at another rhino for 14 points of damage and is down. And then it will use his stomp. The Colossus will stomp one of its feet at a point on the ground within 20 feet of it. And then any creature in a 20-foot radius of this point must make a dexterity saving throw or suffer damage. So basically, you will stomp
26.
like in front of him, and he will take a 20-foot radius. He will basically take the 3 rhinos and Brock. So the 3 rhinos and Brock can make a dexterity saving throw 26.
Yeah, I can't succeed that.
Yeah, need
Rhinos.
magic and the rhinos.
Okay, so all of you get 31 points of bludgeoning damage. So 1 rhino is dead. Yeah. Did you take away the guy with the initiative now?
Apparently I did.
Yeah. Okay.
They had
What's
11.
next? Was it?
And this rhino 31. I think they had 11, right?
They had 11, yeah.
They had 11, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, you put it back. Okay, nice. Okay, so until the Colossus uses stomp again or moves, the creature is restrained. So you are you're both restrained. Basically, he has his foot on you, I guess. While restrained this way, the creature or another creature within 5 feet of it can use its action to make a strength check. On a success, you can relocate, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so basically, this Colossus, he put his foot on you, he stomped on you, and you are restrained. So the poor rhino can't really charge.
Yeah.
But since
Or
he's
do
restrained,
anything because he can't make a DC 26 strength check either.
correct, but you can still attack with disadvantage. I would say since he really has his foot on you, his foot must be there. So if you want, you can try to attack him.
Sure, let's try that with disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay, clearly a hit. And then it will be our Iron Golem friends. So one of them gets some revenge on Zadas, I guess. With advantage, of course. And here he goes. Toop, toop. 16 is actually a miss. So it's only 17 damage for Zadas. And the other golem, he moves 30 feet. So yeah, he will probably come here and he will try to cut Brock from under the foot of the Colossus, I guess. The joys of D&D. Okay, so he has advantage. So that's 17 and 22. So 39 damage for Brock.
Wait, what? Sorry, I'm not following. Oh, the damage, yeah.
The damage, yeah, 39.
And he has advantage on me,
He has advantage because you are restrained.
but the foot isn't giving me cover.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
So, yeah. Brock.
The okay, minus 17, minus 22. Oh god, I'm not looking good. I'm gonna try something a little crazy.
Kaishin is saying redemption.
Redemption.
Oh, yeah, he just sent in several redemptions in the last couple of minutes. One advantage for the group. This one has turrets. Fuck that shit. And then,
Thanks, Ken.
and then 3 DC downs that might help for our saves.
It might.
Might help for our save.
All right. But
Brock.
you are surrounded by a sphere. Oh, okay. Sorry, just one thing, Brock. Since you started your turn within 30 feet of this Colossus, you have to make. Are you immune to frightened?
Yeah.
There was no feast, right?
There was no face, so no.
So wisdom saving throw 26.
It's not impossible, but
It's not impossible, but
can I use the advantage?
you can roll first, and then if you fail, you can use the advantage, I guess.
Okay. All right.
Ah, no, yeah, sorry, the redemption. You mean. Yeah. Right.
I'm gonna try luck point.
Go for it.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, it was with advantage, right? You used the redemption.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah. So it's okay. So you're not frightened of this thing. And yeah, so you want to use anti-magic field.
Yeah. How does that interact with golems?
I think it says it in the description. No? Creatures and object. A creature summoned or created by magic. No, that's something else. Wow, the formatting of this thing is so bad.
Yeah.
I will look it somewhere else.
It's a huge description too.
Yeah, it is. Anti-magic field. So, at 10 feet, blah, blah, blah. Within the sphere, spells can be cast, summoned creatures disappear, magic items become immune day. Okay. Spell and other magical effect, except those created by an artifact, are suppressed. A slot expanded to cast suppressed spell is consumed, while blah, blah. Target like effect. Spells and magical effects, such as magic missile, don't mind. Spells, an active spell, magic items, a magic weapon, no. Magical travel, teleportation, creatures, no. A creature or object summoned. Such a creature.
But this
Dispel
creature is
magic.
animated by magic, so part of that has to be
But I'm
destroyed.
sure that there must be something about this. Go on. Anti-magic field and constructs.
Google.
You should have checked it before. So the official D&D Sage Compendium here. Oh God. Okay, creatures and adversary will not disappear. Undead and construct will follow the same rule as any other creature unless the magic that created is non-instantaneous. A construct or undead can enter an magic field without ill effects.
Oh, come on!
Yeah. Okay, it also makes sense. Come on. I mean,
No, it doesn't.
I want to
at
say
all.
that you would. I want to say that you would know this. Being a level
Okay,
20,
alright.
so if you want.
In which case, I'm going to, instead of doing that, I'm going to summon my giant form.
All right. Who are we going to be?
We are gonna be. I think the cloud giant Fire giant's more armored. I'm getting hit anyway. Cloud giant.
Cloud giant. Okay, very well. I will say that just the act of transforming will give you a free strength check to try to get out of the foot of the thing.
All right, this might happen,
Ah, you're also prone. Let's not forget.
but I'll still need a natural 20.
Really, what's the strength of a giant?
27, which is a
Which
plus
is
8
plus-
bonus.
Yeah, so you need a 18. You have to make 26.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
It did not happen. So you are still there, but you're a giant now. At least it's more possible, I guess. And you have a lot of
Yes.
hit points.
However,
Yes.
as a giant,
Mm-hmm.
I missed a step.
Aha, see? So you miss a step 30 feet away. Whoop, like that. And then I suppose you will also stand up?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Tarlin, you did not start
Yeah.
within 30 feet, so it's fine.
Yeah, and I'm immune to fright.
You're
anyway.
immune to fright. Okay, very well.
I've seen that the magic, or I imagine that I would have seen it that the magic of wave worked on that golem, so I will hex it. The one that Sadas is fighting.
Otherwise, that is fine. Okay,
Yeah, so let's finish them systematically.
good idea.
So I hex its strength, and I start blasting. One spell slot gone. Okay.
Right, let's sum this up. 16, 13, 11, and 14. So you destroy, golem, fire, poison, and psychic. That's it, you destroyed it.
Good.
I forgot.
And you see that when you destroy that golem, the ether that was contained into it flows inside this globe, and somehow you see, well, something is reacting inside the globe, but you don't know if it's good or bad. Do you stay there?
Yeah, I'll stay here.
Okay, then Sada says, I guess I'll go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, he didn't start within 30 feet, so for the moment it's fine. He won't be so fine next round, and let's see what happens.
Still the mighty Zardas.
Wave. Okay, I want to say that 2 of them are hits. So that's 35 damage.
Jesus.
Oh, actually, sorry,
He
what
had
did I roll?
advantage, right?
Yeah. Only. Yeah, 22 is a miss. I only hit once because I only had 20. So plus 18. Okay. Yinken.
Seeing as the rhino isn't going to do anything anymore, let's change that rhino for a. Start with a moonbeam on the iron column over here.
Yeah, because it's a concentration, right? Okay, so we get them.
And let's make it. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's make it an 8th level spell.
Moonbeam. Took like that. And Moonbeam, I have to roll a Constitution save.
When it started its turn, there, so.
Thank you very much. Okay, it's the Colossus. So the Colossus.
And I will strategically go outside.
Yeah, Zala feels a bit lonely there, I have to say. What the hell? Okay,
Yeah, sucks to be him for now.
it's the Colossus. The Colossus. Well, but you know, I mean, it will start moving forward. So, okay, they didn't exit yet Zada's area, but he can still. Let me see. Do I like this thing? Each creature in a line. No, maybe not now. Okay, so nothing you will do is 3 attacks. So there is 3 of you there, I would say. Cloud Giant, Starling, Zadas. So you will go slam on Cloud Giant. 28 points of damage, and you're pushed 20 feet. Okay, basically what happens is you smash through the wall. You go against this stage. You put it down, and you have been pushed away. Second attack, so you can only do Tarlin or Zada. So even Tarlin, that's the turrets, right? Yeah. Even Tarlin, Odzadas with the turret. Pew! 20 points, and he's prone. So force damage, yeah, 20 points, and he's prone. Second turret, this time on Tarlin. 16 points of damage, and you're prone. And then he will stomp. Okay. Stomp at the ground. 20 feet of it, and then 20 feet. Okay. 20 feet of me. Well, yeah. Okay, I guess he will stomp at Tallinn and the Cloud Giant. And you can both make. Okay, you probably both cannot make dexterity saving throws, right? So.
No.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have to make a natural 20, I suppose.
Yeah, that's what I figured out.
No, I mean, not even. And you both suffer 60, 10, 39 points of bludgeoning damage. You can make a Constitution save, Tarlin, for your hex. Yeah, for your hex, yes.
Yep.
You need to roll a 19. Hey, look at that. Okay. All right. And then it's the Iron Golem. He starts his turn in the thing, so he will roll a Constitution save, which he succeed.
Yeah, it does. So it's, let's see, what was it? It was
45. So
45, so
to 23.
22.
22, yes. Minus 22. Okay. And then, let's see, another golem moves 30 feet. So I can either go there.
Wait, that stomp was on me? Sorry, I missed that.
The stomp is also on you, yeah. 39 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can also go there. 30 feet. Okay, actually, you can go a bit where he likes. So 1, 2, 3. Cloud Giant, Tallinn, Zadas. Tallinn. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, he's there, and he will hit you twice with a sword with advantage because you're restrained and prone.
God damn.
Is 20 a hit? I guess so, right? Yes. So you get 52 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm downed.
What happened to all the extra hit points?
It's been days.
Yeah, it's been late.
They only last for 24 hours.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay, Brock.
The Cloud Giant
Yes.
is going to use his second Misty Step
Yeah.
to get here,
Uh-huh.
and he is going to
Stand up.
stand up, yeah,
Yep.
and Titan. Oh shit! This is a regular Cloud Giant. Where is my one?
Yeah, you can roll the damage apart. It's okay.
Yeah, I've just got to remember what it is. Here we go. I think this is the one. No, Morningstar Rock.
Yeah, okay, we'll just roll 3d8 plus 11, right? That's it.
Yep.
3, yeah, 3.
Oh no, the token is a giant. Here it is.
Sure. That's definitely a hit, and that's 26 points of bludgeoning damage on the thing.
And then the second one, fuck. Can't use a luck point. Yep. Just one hit.
Okay. You can't use a luck point, why?
Because I'm in giant form, right?
Ah, yeah, of course, you're just a giant. Okay, that was you, I guess, and then it's Tarlin. That's it.
Jesus.
Dun, 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 dun. And then you start to hear a voice. I told you to come and collect. I told you.
He has
Okay.
advantage on that saves because he has all the coins.
Because
Wait, actually, I was just checking the coins because I know they do something about that save.
Yeah, they do.
Where is it?
I think it's like the second coin or something.
I can't find. Here the 7 coins. Yeah, I have advantage.
So roll again. Hey.
You could only try.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
I have advantage, and a 19 also counts as a 20.
Yeah. Level 20, you need to use all the tricks to not die. Okay, okay, so Zadas unfortunately starts in the aura of this thing, so he has to make a wisdom saving throw, which cannot succeed, so he's frightened. No! Never forget your feast. But then again, he will stand up and he will still attack with disadvantage, so it's a normal attack. And let's see what happens.
Crit.
Not a crit, but still a hit. And another hit. Okay, so that's third. Wait. So that's 62 points of damage, and maybe, maybe he will be gone next turn, so he will action surge. And only one hit, so 21. Okay, guys, I did what I could. Yinken.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my action to move the thingy on this. How far can I move? Up to 60 feet. Yeah, I can get it on the iron golem.
Yeah. On the iron golem? Okay.
Yeah, because next up, it's Colossus.
Like that. All for him. Huh?
No, sorry. Do it on the Colossus. He's next, and I will do a level 6 healing word on Darwin.
All right.
Actually, no. I'm gonna do the
Yes.
Balm of the Summer Court, and I can use half my level, so I will do 10 d6
Okay.
in hit points back, and then you get 10 temporary hit points as well.
Go, Tarlin.
And that was a bonus action.
Okay. Then?
And then I will move over here. Because I almost died once. I'm not gonna do it twice.
Okay.
Actually, I died once. I'm not gonna do it twice.
You did? You died once?
Mm-hmm. And then I got resurrected by Zeus.
Oh, yeah, right. You're at full health. You have 183 points.
Yes.
Okay.
Your point being?
No, nothing. And then it's the Colossus. Colossus.
Yes.
Okay, so
I think that was a level 8 Moonbeam.
yeah, sure. And I do a Constitution save.
It's a nice round 50.
So 25 points of damage. Pieces of the Colossus are falling apart. And the Colossus has... okay, so... He will... One slam, 2 Eldritch Turrets, and a stop. So I would say that Tallinn is under my foot, so he won't get slammed by me because that looks awkward. So the Colossus will slam either even the Cloud Giant or Zadas. Boom! For 26 or 13 points of damage. And then he will turret the same. Zadas first. Pew! 17 force damage. And then he will turret the Cloud Giant this time. You're in melee, so it's with disadvantage. 24, though it's still a hit, I think. And you suffer 14 force and you're prone. And then he will stomp, but this time he can't stomp this way because otherwise he will take the golem. So he will stomp only one of you. So once again, even the giant Odd Zadas. Odd Zadas, take this. Can he do a level 26 saving throw? He cannot. So he will just get those 60-10 damage, which is 12 damage for Zadas.
Damn, he's tough.
Stomped. Okay, guys, everything is fine. Then is the golem. The golem has 2 targets. Both of them are prone. Okay, I would say that puny Tallinn for the moment doesn't look like a danger, so he will go at the giant with advantage. 22 and 30, so that's 44 points of damage. And then it's Brock.
Brock is gonna get up.
You already saved against the fear, right?
Yeah.
So you're immune to it. So Brock
And
gets up.
he is. Does the Iron Golem look really injured or not?
The Iron Golem, not yet.
What about the Colossus?
Also not.
Then he's just got to go for the Colossus, I guess.
Go for it.
All right.
Right.
Fuck. Oh, look at that bad luck.
Bad luck? Why?
2 1s. The following attack.
Oh, I just came.
Oh,
It just came out.
yeah.
Okay, so 24 damage. All right. That was you, I guess.
Yep.
So
Come on.
that's,
Zardas,
Sorry.
crit.
I'm trying, but you know, I don't want to. I don't want to.
Frag still.
No, what do you say? I don't want to disappoint you, but this thing is immune to necrotic damage.
Oh no.
Tallinn.
Yes.
Which is
bonus
really a
action.
coincidence because I wasn't planning to have Zadas here. I only put him in because Alexander is gone. Okay, Tallinn.
First Misty Step, bonus action.
Pew.
I stand up. That's half my movement.
Yes, you go, Tallinn. No problem. We'll handle it.
Well, these things literally hit me on a 1, so
Yeah, no.
I'm not the one who needs to go in melee here.
No. You're
I
also immune
will-
to fear, right?
Yes,
Yes. Okay.
because of the grimoire I have.
Zadas is like, what? Only me? I'm not immune to fear. What is this?
And I will be shooting at the Iron Golem. My hex is no longer active. my foresight, that drop when I went down? It's not a concentration spell.
And no.
Okay. Blast Iron Golem.
Go for it.
4.
So 9, 14, 13, 15.
And I can still move 3, so I will move at least be out of sight behind that wall.
Okay. So Zalas is restrained, which means he cannot stand up. So he will attack with advantage, disadvantage. That's all you can do. Let's go. Whoop. Hey. Whoop. Hey. Still, 17, 15, 4, and 15. 51 damage, bit by bit. In fact, with this 51 damage, you see that a big chunk of the Colossus, probably his foot,
Yes.
starts to fall down, and he's officially bloodied, or wounded, or damaged, as you want to call it.
Great.
Yinken.
Let's go a bit to here again. The moonbeam can stay where it is. Then I'm going to light. I'm gonna blight the iron golem.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, 40.
Constitution. He failed, so he gets 30 points of necrotic damage, and the golem is not immune to necrotic damage. He's more alive than the Colossus. Okay. He got
And
his
then
30.
let's see, I got 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, and nah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to teleport to there. So the Colossus, it saw me running to the left, and then I teleport to the right.
All right. The Colossus. Okay, that is still only the two of you, I guess. So we will start with a slam. Oh, I forgot to push with the slam before. Okay, we'll do it now. So even the giant, Odd Zadas, which is under my foot, right? Okay, we will temporarily put him out of his foot. Slam it for 23 damage, so 12. Push him 20 feet. 3, 4. Oh, god damn you, creature. And then it will start. God damn you, creature. And then it will start turret someone, right? So I only see you and Zadas, so as usual. Turret number 1 on Zadas, with disadvantage because he's prone. Still, that's 18 force damage. Second turret, still on Zadas. 20 is just a hit for 17 damage. And then the stomp can only do it on the giant.
Before we continue?
Yeah? Oh yeah, sure. Constitution save. Which he did, so 41, 20 damage.
Yeah, I don't think he can. Oh, he can fail it.
Yeah, you only have plus 10.
It's only a plus 10.
Yes, and while our good friend the Crowd Giant is stomped, he gets under the foot again. And you get 60 damage. 39 points of damage for the giant.
Okay.
Okay, then it's the Iron Golem, and he will start running after those cowards. So, Cloud Giant, you can make him an attack opportunity with disadvantage.
Ooh. Probably still a
20
hit.
is still a hit, though. Yeah. He's wounded now,
Boom.
but he can move 30 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Talin, he will smack you twice with his sword. 15 is
A
a
hit.
hit. Okay, so that's 38 damage in total.
Still alive.
Yeah, I think you still have a few left. Okay, Brock.
Brock is pinned now, right?
Yes, you're restrained.
So he'll have to use his final giant what's it called to
Misty Step.
yeah, Misty Step, and
Yep.
then stand up from prone.
Hey, that's a
And-
neat trick, though.
Sorry?
That's a neat trick, though.
It is a neat trick.
Yeah.
I think it'll be the last time he uses it, mostly because I'm pretty sure the next hit is going to turn back into Brock, but
That's it.
oh,
Oh,
why couldn't that
Yvonne.
crit be on the other side?
if only.
2 hits though. There you
still.
go.
59.
59,
right? Yeah. Okay.
Hitting as hard as Zardas for once.
What do you say?
I hit as hard as Zardas that round.
Yeah. Okay, Tarlin.
Yes. Yeah, it's bright light here, right?
It's day. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So sunlight even.
Oh yeah, outside of the room is sunlight. Yeah.
No. Okay.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah, that has been. No, I will then use my regular Misty Step.
Uh-huh.
Another spell slot gone. Okay. Now this thing didn't seem to be immune to necrotic. Half. Yeah, I will Finger of Death it.
Okay. Pew!
Didn't you just use a spell there?
Finger of Death is not a
Ah,
spell from my own. Oh wait, yeah.
Yeah,
that-
it doesn't matter.
it's from an item. It's not.
Yeah. It's still a spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, then I'll just.
yeah.
You can do a
move
counter.
in.
Oh, you
Okay.
can use Eldritch Blast though, because it's a
Yeah.
cantrip.
True. Yeah. So I will do that before I run. That's makes sense.
I'll do that before I run. With
Uh,
advantage, disadvantage, so we'll only take the first one, right? That's still 3 hits. So 32 damage. He's not feeling good. He's not feeling good.
How has
Okay,
Yinka got
Zardas.
all 180 hit
Zardas,
points?
he has a problem. He stands up, so he only has 20 feet left. No! 1, 2, 3, 4. And, I think it's good. It's enough. Okay. Because we are all squares, right? So,
I guess so.
okay, then, that's it. Advantage, disadvantage.
You can do it.
Hoop. Only 1 hit,
Shit.
unfortunately, so that's 31. Minus 31. Okay, Yinkan.
Yeah, the blight seemed to do something at least, so let's try blight again.
Okay.
Level 6 this time.
Yep. It failed, and it's 37.
7. It's
You
got
see
1 hit points remaining.
a bit more. Pieces of
Okay.
foam keep falling apart. The Colossus. Let's start with.
Yeah, I'm gonna also move further away. So.
Yeah. Let's do your
7.
thing. Did you roll?
Not yet.
Oh, nice damage.
19. And he
Oh, he
failed.
failed!
So that's 53. Oh my god, I wanted to do a thing, but I can't do that thing. Shall I? Shall I do the thing?
Oh, God.
And what's the thing?
Okay, yes, he's about to go, so he will go with a bang. He will shoot
Iron Gold.
an incinerating beam. But I want to make it interesting. So in order to take both of you, he will move. And this means that he will suffer an attack opportunity from either the giant or Zada. So he will move. Even he will go left, or odd he will go right. Even he will go left.
27 damage.
Okay. So, which actually would be the opposite way, right? I mean, now I'm good. I was supposed to go. But okay, I like it more than the PC.
Oh,
does.
sorry.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Actually, it's better. I should just have gone right. Okay, so he's about to move this way in order to do the incinerating beam, but you do him. You hit him with Titan's Blast. Actually, how do you want to do it?
So, just as he's sort of like backing away, this freaking leg that's been bothering us so much is just going to swing Titan's Lust around with two hands and just knock off the leg. It crashes down. Zardas tag teams and gets it sort of like in the heart, and then the second swing he brings down Titan Lust and just smashes the head, and all of like the living trees and stuff in the middle just get pulped, and
the thing comes crashing down. Zardas trying to avoid what is crashing down on him. I just want to see one thing. So you could have never made that DC 26 dexterity, right?
no,
Okay.
I still would have been up.
You would have been alive, like with 40 points, right?
But yeah.
Yeah. But if you would have put it to 0, you would be disintegrated and you'd be dead.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's alright.
Okay, so that
I
was a
would have
risk.
accepted
worth
my
taking.
punishment.
What do you say?
I would have accepted my punishment.
Yeah, that's why I said I want to make it more interesting. Like, that's one last chance to save you, and you took it. Okay, it's great. All right, I would say that Iron Golem with 70 points, we don't want to. Let's say with the last blight, he makes a few steps forward, and it just crumbles to pieces, destroyed by.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, it was only 7 damage. It's stupid to go through one more round for that. And yeah, you have destroyed the whole thing. Do you mind if we go a little bit farther tonight, so we can close with a nice
I'm on
scene?
holidays.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so all these constructs are gone, and you see that this disruption in the ether gets sucked inside these orbs that are on the sides, and inside these orbs that are here. This statue is not there anymore because that was the Colossus. And there is a massive distraction here in the place. But the two brother and sister, which I will never remember their names.
Their names.
The Tibular and Metal.
Oh yeah, it was last thing I copy pasted, so it's okay. Yeah, Tabular and Metal. Thank you, Wink. They eventually stepped forward and they see what's going on. The place is actually, partially destroyed by all the magic and the stomping of the Colossus. And yes, well, but that's the thing, they actually both say, well, at least now we can work. on it to bring it back to what it was. And maybe with your help, we will be faster. Or at least I
Yes.
hope.
You will be faster.
So actually, in the next days and or weeks, I don't know, depending on how you do or can do this, the thing that needs to be achieved is to repair the whole structure, and mix it with a natural grove all around it. Now, how can you go about doing this?
Oh, I can go about doing this quite well since I'm a cleric of the Forge. But I believe the creation spell, for example.
Right?
Yeah.
Um,
Another wall of text. Why do you keep throwing these?
the creation spell
Go
can
up
take
all
raw
the
materials and transform it into what
Okay,
it
but
needs
wait,
to
let me
be.
read the one of ink first. You invoke the spirit of nature to protect an area. The area can be as small or as large as 90 feet. Buildings and other structures. If you cast this spell in the same area every day for a year, the spell will last until dispelled. The spell creation form. Okay, very good. So, normally, to create a permanent grove all around this place, you would need to cast
A
this
year.
spell for a year. Yes, but as I said, this place, this ward, in fact, the whole city of Katair, it's a nexus of this magical energy. So this kind of ritual, massive, extended magic works much better in this place. So yes, a use of Druid Grove, not for 1 year, but for 1 month, will probably achieve the same effect.
Yeah, I was planning on using plant growth as well as an 8-hour ritual.
Okay, then this will cut it to only 2 weeks. If you do that too.
So I spent 10 minutes every day creating the druid growth again.
Yeah.
And then I will concentrate for 8 hours on making the plants in half a mile radius centered on me. On a point within range even.
Okay, that's great. Yeah. You can actually also
cool.
cast multiple druid groves a day, right?
Yeah, I can cast 2 of them a day.
Even more.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wait. So
You can use
2, 4, 6 per
a day. So, well, Brock, what is your plan?
Fabricate.
Fabricate. What will it do?
Fabricate is a spell that lets you turn raw materials into products of the same material. So basically, I can reconstitute the the building itself.
Yeah, that's correct.
From
Okay,
raw
very
materials.
So basically, and Tallinn, do you want to participate in any way?
Yeah, are any of the spells you're using rituals that I could maybe use as well? If it's ritual from any class, I can learn it. And okay. Yeah. And permanent creation and nature are both not really my forte.
I mean, Zadas comes to you, Tallinn. He puts a hand around your shoulder. Said, I think while these two are working, you and me, we are going to see what this Katair has to offer. Two perfect strangers. We will have the advantage of being tourists, and that always works. Trust me.
Sure.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, I figure the first day I could at least go around with like detect magic and see if there's any more discrepancies in the magic, and I have dispels and counterspell, remove curse.
Oh yeah, in fact, yeah, that would also be.
I could probably help a bit with the cleanup, but I imagine in the long run I can't help as much as.
No, but actually, no, that's the thing. Somebody with a good Arcana check is actually very needed here.
Okay.
Because in the end, the result of all this magic that so Yinkan spending their time creating groves, mass growing the plants all around. Brock using his magic to rebuild the thing. So I would like, and then somebody needs to bind all this ether together inside this construction. So I would like Talling to make me an Arcana check with advantage, of course. Yinkan to make me a Nature check with advantage, of course. And Brock, you have Smith's tools.
I have Mason's tools
Mason
and
tools,
Smith's
yeah.
tools.
Mason tools with your wisdom and with advantage. And Sadas will clap his hands while you do all this.
I'm going to use luck.
Sure. Yeah, you can do better with a plus 11. Come on.
Yeah.
25.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, I don't know if you noticed, but you all rolled a 25.
25.
25, 25, and 25. So 2 weeks go by as you work on this thing, building, growing, binding it all together, and you in the end manage to restore the full power of the forge, and this makes it so that these beacons of ether light up, revealing this whole platform here flowing down into the underground and revealing some kind of secret chamber that is under the thing.
Oh.
And you see this forge of pure ether flowing through in the underground of this temple-like structure. And of course, both Tebalar and Mathild are completely astonished by the work that you have done in these weeks. And then when you have rediscovered the forge, and when the ether starts to flow inside the forge, of course, they look at you, Brock, and they say, you must be the first to forge something in this.
I mean, you can see the three of us standing in front of the forge here.
Yeah, you. That's you, guy.
Look.
So, Brock,
It's time to forge Titan Realm.
it is. How do you go about this?
I am going to do this by transforming into a cloud giant. And using the telekinesis of the cloud giant's power, I'm going to bring Whelm and Titanlust into the forge. Bathe it in the arcane energies. And their essences will be merged into one.
All right. What do you want to roll for this?
I don't know.
You tell me. What is this?
What do I want to roll for this?
Quintessential weaponsmithing with wisdom, I guess.
Weaponsmithing could be the one to go with wisdom. Yeah, that would be the equivalent of it anyway. Yeah.
Sure. Go for it.
Otherwise, I was going to suggest insight, but insight is the same roll, more or less.
Go for it.
All right. Please.
21.
Oh, I want to see
Right.
what luck can do.
It's your last luck of the day.
Yeah,
You should use it.
I think so. I hope this was the right decision. It was!
Yes. All right. So the two weapons go into the forge. You use magic and pure wisdom and insight and your art as a blacksmith to merge them together. And you see that this whole forge shines with this blinding blue light. And two hammers went in, but only one hammer comes out. And you see it shine. You see that Tebalar and Mathild, they look at the thing that you have just done, and they seem to be able to see the net of either completely enveloping this wonderful hammer, and they are completely astonished. They start to touch their gloves and like to take notes of what's going on, but it's not enough. It isn't just magic that it's happening here, but it's pure divine power that has been merged inside this hammer, and now you have it. And when you hold it into your hand, you can see that the union of Whelm and Titan's Last has created something completely different. So what shall we call this new completely different thing?
Titan well.
Titan Whelm. Titan's Whelm or Titan Whelm?
Titan Whelm, one word.
Titan Whelm, one word. Okay, and then we will add this.
And then if I may,
Sure, you may.
I use the telekinesis to remove it back to from the forge, and then I take it in my giant hand and it resizes to fit, but my cloud giant form transforms into my final form.
Yes, and you see that Brock is not a cloud giant anymore, but he is Brock with his armor, with his weapons, with his shield, but he's giant sized, like huge.
And then he says, "This is my final form for now."
Oh, not a Titan.
Who knows? Maybe that can still happen. All right.
Other final form.
So you have find the Nadaoina, find a new civilization, built a grove all around it, forge your mystical weapon. Clearly, the pot is set. Everything that needed to happen happened, and you have accomplished something mythical and astonished. What else is left to do? Is it now time to go and face Shadow Throne, or is this still going to take months of real life? We will only know in the next episode of Tales from the Yawning Portal, an epic campaign by all of you, and you all get an epic boon.
Ooh.
Go for it, guys.
All right, I have not
Yeah, you have time to choose. That's the problem.
seen anything.
And yeah, this is it for
Awesome.
tonight. We did stuff. We met new words, new civilizations. Thanks to everyone that was watching us. I'm done for today, and I can shout because there's nobody home. So, and yeah, that's it from me, guys. Anything from you?
No, that was
Good
awesome.
night. Good night, everyone.
It was
And
Good night.
amazing.
thank you.